when scientists went too far. Let's go back to 1945. The war is over. Hiroshima and Nagasaki are already ash. The world is trying to breathe again. But inside a quiet laboratory in Los Alamos, New Mexico, something is still very much alive. On a metal table sits a small silver sphere, about the size of a grapefruit. No wires, no ticking, no warning signs. You could touch it. People did. It didn't look dangerous. But it was. This object contained 6 kilograms of plutonium. So unstable, so close to a nuclear chain reaction, that the scientists working with it gave it a name whispered half as a joke, half as a warning. They called it the Demon Core. And in less than 1 year, it would kill 2 brilliant scientists. Without exploding, without fire, without sound, just silent. The bomb that was never dropped. The Demon Core was never meant to be a lab toy. It was supposed to be the heart of the third atomic bomb. If Japan hadn't surrendered in August 1945, this exact sphere would have been sealed inside explosives and dropped on another city. But the war ended. The bomb wasn't needed. The core stayed, and that's where the real danger began. The scientists wanted answers. They asked a simple question. How close can we get to criticality? Criticality is the exact point where a nuclear chain reaction sustains itself. Too far below, nothing happens. Too far above, you die. They had a phrase for these experiments. They called it tickling the dragon's tail. Because they knew, if the dragon woke up, there would be no second chance. August 21, 1945, the first mistake. Only 1 week after the war ends. Physicist Harry Daghlian is working late. Too late. He's alone in the lab, already breaking safety rules. In front of him is the Demon Core. He's stacking tungsten carbide bricks around it. Each brick reflects neutrons back into the plutonium, pushing it closer to criticality. His radiation detector begins clicking. Slow at first, then faster. The room is quiet except for that sound. Click, 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 click. Harry reaches for one final brick. And then, his hand slips. The brick falls directly onto the core. The room flashes blue. Not fire, not sparks. A cold, unnatural blue glow. For a split second, Harry understands exactly what's happening. He lunges forward and knocks the brick away with his bare hands. The glow vanishes. The room goes silent again. But it's already over. In less than a second, his body absorbed a lethal dose of neutron radiation. Radiation that shattered his DNA like glass. For the next 25 days, Harry Daghlian slowly died. His skin blistered. His organs failed. His hands burned from the inside out. He never left the hospital. He was 24 years old. You'd think they would stop. You'd think that would be enough. A dead scientist. A documented accident. A warning written in blood. But it was 1946. The Cold War was beginning. And confidence is a dangerous drug. The Demon Core stayed in the lab. And then came Louis Slotin, the cowboy scientist. Slotin was brilliant, fearless, and reckless. He hated safety procedures. He didn't wear protective gear. He didn't use machines. He didn't use distance. He used his hands. On May 21, 1946, Slotin was demonstrating a criticality experiment to colleagues. The setup was insane. The Demon Core sat on the table. Slotin slowly lowered a beryllium dome over it. A neutron reflector, the only thing preventing a lethal reaction. was a tiny gap held open by a flathead screwdriver. That was it. One slip, and the core would go supercritical. Enrico Fermi himself warned him. If you keep doing this, you'll be dead within a year. Slotin laughed. The slip. As Slotin tilted the dome, the screwdriver slipped. Just a fraction of an inch. The dome fell. Blue light filled the room again. Slotin felt a wave of heat wash over his face. He tasted metal in his mouth. He reacted instantly. Flipped the dome away with his bare hand. He saved everyone else in the room. Then he stood up, looked at his colleagues, and said, "Well, that's it." He knew. Slotin had absorbed 21 sieverts of radiation. 4 times the amount needed to kill a human. He died 9 days later. His body literally fell apart from the inside. Doctors called it total body disintegration. What radiation really does. Radiation doesn't burn you like fire. It doesn't hurt right away. It passes through you, destroying the instructions that keep your cells alive. For a while, you feel okay. That's the cruel part. Doctors call it the walking ghost phase. Your body thinks it's alive, but it can no longer heal. Your skin stops renewing. Your immune system disappears. Your organs fail silently. You decay while conscious. The end of the demon core. After Slotin's death, the experiments finally stopped. The core was considered cursed. Manual testing ended. Robotic arms replaced human hands. The demon core was eventually melted down and recast into new weapons. It no longer exists as a single object. But its lesson does. Final thought. The demon core didn't explode. It didn't roar. It didn't warn. It simply waited. It reminds us that the most dangerous things on Earth don't always look dangerous. Sometimes they look like a quiet silver sphere, sitting on a table, waiting for one hand to slip.